Alright, we're going to get some waterproofing done, and I finally cleaned up the basement. Let's kind of take a look around. You can see where the mold or whatever that is on the walls, it's the primary problem. I come down here and get my workouts in, and bring the kids with me, and we don't want them breathing all that crap in. So you can kind of see, we can literally see the walls all over the place here. Go back here, look around. Rear view, I'm leaving this stuff here. They can freaking move that. They can work around it. It's not like it's hard to move. But anyhow, you can see my entire gym is a mess. I covered up my treadmill and my bike with plastic. There's the workout bench, and there's the lap machine. Here's my work table. Let's look over here. There's my dumbbell rack. They're not working on that wall, so I thank the Lord that I don't have to worry about that. Here's underneath the steps. You can see where see all those dark spots. That's not a good thing. You know, so we're breathing all that in, and that's not good, especially in a fitness facility like this one. Go back here, kind of look at the walls. You know, I'm showing you this now because the odds of me ever moving this stuff again to this extent is probably going to be the day we move out of this house. So, let's go and look at the laundry room now. Well, we can go to the bathroom first since we're practically looking at it anyways. Let's go in here. I plasticed up the toilet paper so all that smoke's not gonna, you know. There's our, the heart of the Stutzman house right there. Here's where the worst of the problem was, and this is really where we were noticing it getting worse and worse, especially within the last 2 years. We won't need this anymore because it should be completely dry in here from now on out. And here's the shower. The question is, I don't know how the heck they're going to do the shower. See how it's built? They're digging into the whole foundation. They're going in about, I don't know how deep or inches, you know, thick this is going to be, but it's pretty thick. They're going to have to go through stuff like that little border over there. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you can see it easier out here, but it goes the whole way around. Here's where the kitty litter boxes are, but I took one upstairs and put the other one away. Hopefully the cat knows where to go. I showed her though. Let's see. Now here is the laundry room. One thing that stands out in this laundry room is this right here. I'm not sure where that leads, but I imagine it's a source of spiders. And, well, I'm not crazy about spiders, and they tend to replicate pretty quick. So let's go and look back here behind the washer dryer. Ooh, look at that. Now, whenever we have a really bad storm, it has to be really bad though, because it's very rare this happens. When we have a very bad storm, what happens is we have water coming in somewhere behind the sink, and or somewhere behind this laundry area, and somewhere underneath the steps that I showed you already. So anyway, we have everything up off the floor, away from the outside walls. There's a treadmill, there's the steps, the other source of where the water comes in. I don't see a hole there. I would love to have a storm right now so I could see where that water's coming in at. I have no idea. But anyway, it is what it is. Thank the Lord, finally done. So we'll see it when it's finished. Where some of it is right now, and past the laundry, it got kind of moved up here, and then I look out here. Let's look out here. This is the worst of it here. So you can see the stuff that normally resides in our basement is now living out here. Alright, so I just want to show you what they've done after this is day 2. You can see the paneling up over here that's over top of the stone now. Let's get behind the door here. We keep the door closed because of the cat. Take a look. Kind of hard to tell, but everything that you're looking at now was brick before. They went up to the window. Heck, it's a window, so it's probably above ground, so I think we're pretty safe. And you come back here, you can see how their handiwork around our gas line. Yeah, I guess it's impossible to have a perfect seal because things do have to come in the wall. Come back here, where we were yesterday. You can see this goes back. Went all the way through there. It's a lot brighter now. Looking good. Let's go over the other side. gonna go fast because I know nobody likes watching. Alright, here is this wall back here, back under the steps. Looking good. And they took the white sheets there, and it looks like they went up beside the steps. I didn't know how they were going to do that, but somehow they did. Let's go over here and take a look. This wall here, covered up, looking pretty white. I would imagine being it's a basement, we're going to have to do some other things. And here, I just grate stuffed some of the holes. They do not patch the holes. So, I just did this just now. Let's see how they're doing in the bathroom. You could go in the bathroom and you could see there wasn't a whole lot of great stuff because there aren't any holes in here. They took the shelves down, and that's it. So let's take a look and see how they're doing. Today is what is today? Thursday? Today's Wednesday. 3 days into the project. They filled the ditch with holes. I'm sorry, they filled the hole with stones, and it looks like they got, this is nothing new, just saw this a second ago. Walk back here. This was done before, we saw that before. We also saw this already. So let's go back and see if there's anything new going on back here. Okay, voila, look. They put the wall in, and by the way, this wall was like 1/8 inch thick stuff. You can kind of see it right there. Not really much to it. There's the grate stuff that I put in yesterday in some of the holes behind the wall. Probably didn't do a whole lot of good, but the fewer spiders that can get in here, the better, even if they're behind the wall. Okay, so that's that. Let's go look at the bathroom. I don't know if I showed you the bathroom yesterday or not. This is where the pump is going, and there's the shower. They took the shower curtain down and put the thing up behind the water hickey and behind the toilet, behind this electrical box, which was 1.5 feet. I don't know how they did it. And then back here, that's where the pump goes. Okay. So I expected to see a pump the size of that box. That's huge. I'm also planning on having stuff sit on top of that because it's never going to be opened. Or shouldn't be unless there's a problem. So I don't know. It's bigger than I thought. It's probably 2 foot from one side to the other. The black thing. I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to cover it up. It's an internal wall here, so don't get confused. This wooden paneling, this stuff is not. That's all internal stuff. So anyway, that's all. All right, show's over. Let's see how they did. They filled this whole cement. Let's go. I haven't seen it yet. Cement the whole way around the outside. They put the fridge back. Look around. Nothing really changed back here at all. Nice walls though. It's looking good. Let's go back here. So here's the final scenario. Kind of see what they did with the windows. The old block windows still here, just covered up. Looks like, oh my. Okay, so here is this pipe here takes the water that's coming in and pumps it outside. And step back, and there's the pump. Okay, had I known it was this huge, I don't think I would have left this here. However, it's plugged in. I better not step on the cement either. It's plugged in. I have access to it. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that huge thing being there. We're gonna put stuff on top of it. Literally. Okay, let's go back here and take a look around. they did a pretty nice job in here. They put the washer dryer back. They looked at our tube and told us that it's no good. It's filled with crap, so they couldn't put it back on. I guess it's illegal or against their rules or something. So we're gonna need new piping. Here's this area, which is seams are pretty nice. So if you want my overall assessment, what I'm going to say is it looks decent, although it doesn't look great. The walls are thin, almost generic-like. I'm not convinced that there's not going to be a ton of mildew growing behind these new covers. It's almost as if they put all these covers in. Hopefully they fixed it by putting in a pump underneath there. I don't know. Hopefully they did, but I still don't know how there's not going to be a whole wall of mildew behind this in a couple of years. I don't know how that works. The other thing is this thing on the floor. I expected it to be about the size of a coffee can. As you can see, it's about 2 foot in diameter. There's my foot. It's pretty big. We're also thinking about arranging things down here. I think if we were to do this again, I think I would price option 2, which would be to have them something done outside. I don't know if that would have been more expensive or not, probably. I forgot to mention another thing I'm not too crazy about is if you looked really hard in the original video when we were doing this, there were gas pipes coming out here. They could have been used for future use, and gas pipes coming out up here. It appears that they cut them out. I don't know what actually they did with them. I wanted to ask them and I forgot. They also said if you decide to remove these, you void your warranty. Here's my question. If you get a lot of mildew behind here, what happens if it comes up over the edge? I don't know. That's another thing. But our basement should be completely dry now, so we shouldn't use they tell us we should not use the humidifier anymore. I'd be surprised with that too. Okay, so I guess my overall assessment is, let's see how it goes. I think it looks nicer. I think that it's, I don't know if it was worth $6,000 to get this done. I hope it's as effective, and I hope this air down here is completely dry, but it doesn't feel like dry air to me. I'll know when I work out in it.